Got it.
On it.
We are. Let me see. And I always get that, but I believe we are live, ladies and gentlemen. The Gracey. Well, oh my God. I thought we were gonna have Chad Gracey with us, but it seems we got somebody else. Is this Michael the Man Myers? Okay, so he doesn't talk apparently. Are you going to kill people tonight? Oh my gosh. Am I safe? Oh, isn't it? Is anybody in the audience safe? Well, you saw that, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's safe. And I don't know if he killed. Is Chad Gracey alive? Okay, good, good. So you didn't kill him. Okay. Do you plan on do you plan on killing him? Good, good. So he's safe. I'm not. I don't like this. This is freaking. Oh, what is that? What's going? Mr. Myers is leaving. So I'm just doing the show by myself now.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh shoot. Yes.
Who is that guy?
Who the heck
What's
was
going
that?
on? Who is
My
that?
God. But you got him out of there.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yes. Happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. We started off with a trick, not a treat.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, man. Happy Halloween. So I guess we know who you are for Halloween.
That's right. I dropped my girls off today in that mass. I'm gonna pick them up with the Halloween music blaring out of my car.
Is that what that is? Right? Is that oh, that's...
that one.
Yes.
And then we're trick or treating tonight. I'll be wearing that mask. It's a little hot.
No trunk or treating?
No.
Okay. Good.
We didn't even trunk or treat in 2020. Our neighborhood was like, fuck it, we're doing it. So where we lived at the time. So we did it.
Good. I mean, even so, I mean, you're at somebody's door, it's outside. It's not like you're going in, you know?
Exactly.
But that was not in California.
Yeah, in California, absolutely. Orange County. I lived in Rancho Santa Margarita at the time. My neighborhood was full on. We were like, yeah, let's go trick or treat.
Oh wow, dude! I thought Cali was like serious about their lockdowns back then.
Well, like LA was, and Orange County was a little more, well, a lot more open than LA.
Yeah,
like there were literally bars. There was a bar in San Clemente that stayed open the whole time, never shut down. Like fuck you.
And did they get fined or anything, or you probably don't know?
They threatened, but no, they tried to. Nope, they just said, "Go ahead, fine us. We're staying open," and they did.
Good, man. More people should have did that. And then I think we said it last week. Like if these politicians' paychecks were dependent upon how well the economy was doing in their area, yeah.
Isn't there a famous quote from Warren Buffett? Like I can solve the deficit, in like a minute. You just basically make all the congressmen and senators, liable for the money the overspending that they're doing.
Dude, I don't see why that's not why that's not a thing unless it is like some kind of declared emergency. But I guess they would have got away with that in COVID because it was the declared state of emergency.
Yeah. But I mean, no one's trying to balance the budget, and it's just like insane what's going on. So
well, they're saying the homeless problem in Cali is basically, all these people, some people are getting paid $200,000 a year and they have no incentive to solve the problem because if they do, that job goes.
That's called the homeless industrial complex at this point.
Chad, don't go there. They're going to say that you're a conspiracy theorist.
I know. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's conspiracy fact.
You're right.
There's thousands and thousands of people making hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars off of the crisis, and that they have no incentive to solve it, just like you said earlier. It's
correct. I do want to let the audience know that we have a fun episode planned for y'all. We have Mr. Chris Zelenka, I believe.
Yes.
Correct. Coming on as a guest.
Z-Man. That's how it goes. That's his nickname. Z-Man.
Man. And you know how I thought, what's up? Our lovely Rob Yankee came in a little late today. We're going to dock his pay, so to speak. But anyway, so that remember I was saying last week, like Chris does something cool, like I don't know what it is, but like maybe he started a fan page. He plays in a band that does like one of them is a straight up, I believe, live cover band. It's called Evil, and then
He has like a few bands. He has Evil, he has Lakini's Rooster,
yeah,
and he has what's the other one? Zed the Lance.
see that one I don't know, but the other two I do. And man, dude, they're both fucking really talented people. Both
Yeah,
both bands are really good.
yeah,
Uh,
you get some good musicians, and he's on the vocals, kicking it.
yeah. If they're ever playing in your area, man, you should do a little freaking guest spot. Just come on, just play. You know,
Yeah, he usually plays up around like Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania area, and I think
uh,
he lives somewhere up there, and Easton somewhere out there, and it's I don't know, it's a little far away from if I'm in New York,
well,
but
fuck it.
whatever. You never know.
Pennsylvania is just a big state, man. It's crazy. You could drive for 8 hours and not be halfway through the state. You
Well,
know,
I don't know about that, but
close, dude.
it's four. I mean, it's 4 hours to Pittsburgh from York. It's
Don't
still
lie to me.
big.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying.
That's what she said. It's so big.
Hmm.
So, Michael Scott like brought that back, made it more famous than it was, but he did not come up with that. That's what she said.
That's
From
right.
the office.
Hmm. Definitely did not, but it's
Yeah,
funny.
it really is, dude. I love saying that. And then sometimes you can do that's what he said.
Hmm.
That's what they said if I want to be fucking PC and talk about the trans
That's what
people.
Z said.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what Z said.
yeah, whatever.
I can't say tranny. That's apparently not PC.
Oh,
Trans,
that's definitely not good.
but tranny, no.
No.
Uh,
When you were a girl and you sound like this, you're a fucking tranny.
And if you were a guy and you now sound like this, you're a tranny,
Oh boy.
not a trans.
sorry, people. My ADHD is a wacky tobacco. So if I don't take my ADHD medicine, it like makes me hyper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Is that you today? We have Hyper John.
you have hyper John today.
Sweet.
Yeah. Because I feel like, I don't feel like doing much afterwards, you know. And
Sure.
while it makes me calm, I technically can't nap, you know.
Mhm.
And I love
Yes.
a good nap.
Napping is good. As you get older, you just want to nap. You're like, yeah, take a fucking nap. Let's do it.
Yo, isn't that crazy? Yeah. How many hours of sleep you get to sleep at night?
Me?
Yeah.
I go to sleep around 9 or 9:30 after I
Wow.
get the girls, the kids, especially when I have the kids.
Yeah.
And then I'm usually up at I'll pop awake at 1 or 2 a.m. and I'm up for sometimes the rest of the night or sometimes like 2 or 3 hours and I go back to sleep.
Wow.
That is my daily sleeping pattern.
Dude, so you totally need weed in your life, man. So if you wake up at 2 a.m.,
I mean, I've tried edibles and take those at night, and I've tried melatonin. I do ZQL sometimes. That keeps me asleep sometimes, but not always. And
Yeah.
you know, just
so
what
you
it
got to
is.
get the right edibles. One, it's got to be an indica.
Of course, you know.
That means indica, in the couch. And I mean, yeah, maybe they'll help you sleep through the night, but like if you wake up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and take a couple hits off of something indica, boom, dude, in 15 minutes you're back to bed in a
Well,
good
that's
sleep.
one of my problems. I'm not taking any hits off of nothing. So
Right.
no smoking for me or
Well,
vaping.
vape it. Yeah, dude. What you
I don't want to do that either.
I mean,
Good.
let me tell you from somebody who
Go ahead. Sorry.
well, for somebody who's educated on the vape stuff, dude, big tobacco has put a bad taste in everybody's mouth because they're scared.
Oh,
Like,
sure. No, I'm not saying it's like horrible or anything. I just choose. I don't know. I just have always felt weird about inhaling shit into my lungs. So
Yeah.
whether
Well,
it's vape or cigarettes or whatever, but
yeah. I mean, there's 4 ingredients in the vapes. Well, I mean, with the THC, that could be so there's 4. There's your VG vegetable glycerin plant oil.
mhm.
There's your propylene glycol, PG, which is in asthma inhalers. People have been putting that in their lungs forever. And then there's the THC aspect
Yeah.
of it for weed. And then the last but not least, if they even do it, is natural flavor extract. But a lot of times the weed vapes, they don't use it because the terpenes and stuff like that have their own flavor to it, and they want that to show through. So, I mean, you know, as far as damage to your lungs, is it as good as inhaling air? No. But is it anywhere near, you know, tobacco or really like smoking regular weed? Negative. Way better.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree, but I definitely think it's better, but still not gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because to wake up and eat, you know, your edibles, that's going to take a while to kick in by the time, you know. So
I've just relegated myself to that's how I sleep, and I get like 4 or 5 hours. I'm good. I'm not tired during the day.
Right.
It's not like I'm passing out. Like, oh, so
yeah,
it works.
Well, hey, you know your body. You know what works for you. Right, like for people who I do really have bad sleep, but eventually you will sleep. You know?
Oh yes. What's the record? 11 days or something? Someone stayed up.
Is it really?
I think I heard them. Bobby, look that one up.
Yeah, Bobby, come on, dude, be on that record.
I think my son told me it was 11 days. He found it somewhere.
Sober, that was, you're saying? Because like
I don't know what he was. I don't know yet. I don't know if Phoenix didn't tell me what was wrong with the guy, if he was like on drugs or something, but 11 days.
I mean, because if you're doing crystal meth or something, but I heard that after 72 hours, your body starts to naturally produce, I don't know what chemical, but a chemical that makes you start to hallucinate and get tripped.
Probably DMT, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I know it does after close to death or shit like that, but I don't know if it does it at that point. I mean, imagine we have multiple psychedelics that our body can release. Randy got sleep deprivation. Yeah, dude, your son was right, man. Phoenix, shout out, dude. 11 days and 24 minutes breaking the period. Okay.
Previous record of 200. Jesus Christ, that's
Bobby, let's see more because I want to see if it says that he was on something or if this was straight up sober.
Yeah, did he do this on purpose? It sounds like he was going for a record.
It sounds like he was going for a record. No, go up, Bob, where you just click see more on the
see more butts.
Dude, he was a porn star.
Yes, he was.
We
used to hang out with this girl named Alicia Class, and she was one of his girls.
No, fuck, dude, I loved her. I cannot tell you.
Yeah, she really liked me. This is like in my single period, and I was afraid of her. Now I wouldn't be.
Oh my god,
idiot!
Such an idiot is right.
That's stupid,
dude. Dude, I've spanked it to her countless times, dude. She was like in my top 5 porn chicks.
She was fucking hot. And I was fucking, I don't know. I was still like fresh out of my 20s and like, oh,
right. Oh my god,
what's stupid ass,
like dick and fucking yeah.
She would have taught me things I didn't know.
Yes.
You can't find her now, man. Like she's like erased.
Probably killed her.
I hope not, but jeez, that's a crazy industry. Those poor girls, they get sucked into that, and then doesn't
be sucked
spit them out very well.
She seemed to really enjoy it.
Well, I mean, a lot of them seem to. Yeah. Notice. She seemed okay, but I'm just saying not all of them get fucked up, but I think that industry fucks up women.
Totally. I mean, they come into it fucked up, and it doesn't help. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going into that. Some do. I don't think many do, but some go into like, hey, I'm gonna be fucking anyway. Might as well fuck on camera, get paid, make my money, be out.
Well, I mean, that kind of goes along with proliferation of OnlyFans. I mean, kind of the same thing.
Oh, totally. That's gonna fuck up a whole generation, man. Like either that or it's gonna wake us up to like sex is not so taboo and naked.
That's like it's different in Europe. Like sex is not a big deal in Europe. Like they have, what are the page 6 girls and like they're naked, in like the public newspaper and not naked, but topless at least.
Yeah.
So Europe is way, they're definitely more liberated in that sense. Like it's the United States had this whole, what is it called, the Puritans, and we still live by those puritanical fucking feelings and rules. Like
Yeah.
Sex is blah, blah, blah. Don't talk about sex and don't show it.
So
I'm all for sexual liberation. Why not? Fuck it.
well, especially when we could show war and like people fucking getting their heads blown off and guts coming out, like that's cool, but don't show a titty.
No titties.
Speaking of titties, yes, YES. This is Titty Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen.
God. Yes. Starting Titty Tuesday. Yes.
This is all from my brain because I remember Whip 'em Out Wednesday was a big thing on some radio station in New York, New Jersey area.
Well, good thing we are at the tail end of Cocktober, so.
Yes. And for the ladies or whatever in the audience, we'll do some kind of fucking Testicle Tuesday as well, but
Bobby's now laughing.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's our producer. He's supposed to be professional and not laugh at our stupidity. But Titty Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. So you send us pics of your tits, and we rate them. They could be.
My God.
You can age from anywhere from 18 to like 24. No, I'm just kidding. It could be 18 to 100. I don't care. If you're a grandma with mute yourself, Momo. Bobby, mute.
Oh shit. What's that?
If you're 100, and you got some nice boobies, send them in. And,
what was the teacher on fucking South Park that they introduced? Miss Chokes on Dick. You ever see her? And she had her titties were so they would hang down long and they would hang out the bottom of her shirt. And that was her fucking name, Miss Chokes on Dick.
That's funny.
That was a character for a long time. So fucking
funny. No. Chris Zelenka is having issues getting on and apparently needs to call in.
Oh shit.
Is it your video or something? Because you could just shut your video off, Chris. If you're listening out there, you don't have to be on video for the Zoom. I could bring it in that way. It's just kind of a weird thing doing because we can't see each other. So getting cues on like to know when to shut up when somebody's talking gets a little bit of rough. But if you hear me, Chris, is it just that you know what I'm saying? Okay, Bluetooth there. Make sure that's there. Settings, no. Roadcaster Pro 2, ladies and gentlemen. But Chris, if you hear me, my man, like I said, we don't care about your video being on in Zoom. Just it would be a preference. Oh, even then would kind of fuck it up because I couldn't see it. Don't mind me. Don't mind.
Bill's asking me if Michael Myers is a liberal and has COVID shots.
Yeah, I wonder, huh?
Doubt it. He's a serial killer. Sure, he's not worried about COVID shots.
Right. Serial killer. All right. So anyway, what were we? So let me finish my Titty Tuesday.
Yes.
So yeah, you send in your pictures, and we're gonna go through them before the show, pick out the top 5 or the top 10, and then rate them live on air for y'all.
Yes.
Oh,
it's very rock and roll.
Very, very rock and roll.
Now they're gonna write. No, Rolling Stone's gonna write another article about us and about Chad and I, and fucking make fun of me for this too.
That's why I said, don't worry, we're not being biased. We'll have Testicle Tuesday and Tranny Tuesday too. So
right. Yeah, it's funny. It's a sad day when Rolling Stone makes fun of you for being at the porn convention.
That was the strangest thing ever, dude. Dude, so I don't know if the audience knows this, but Chad, do you want to say it or do you want me to say this story?
What are you going to talk about? The Rolling Stone thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so what's the guy's name? Andy Green?
Andy Green, yeah. He's just a prolific writer at the Rolling Stone.
Andy fucking Greenballs. So Chad gets to go to the AVN Awards. For those who don't know, it's the Adult Video something, but it's Porn Star Awards, and it's the big one. It's like the Grammys or the Emmys for the porn awards. So Chad gets an invite, and then I guess after or somewhere in between gets to go to a banging ass suite, like top of one of these banging hotels, and gets the party with the porn stars. And Mr. Andy Green, who did a horrible job on that Rolling Stone article, by the way, very one-sided, didn't get the full story and just ran with it.
Well,
But anyway,
he was given the full story, but he didn't use it.
but still, he spoke to you for maybe 5 minutes. He's going.
No. I spoke to him for about an hour, a little over an hour. But he used like 5% of my, what I talked about.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I had that part a little confused.
And he said he was looking for the truth. Well, he didn't write the truth.
What a dick. Yeah. He wrote the more salacious story, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
But he, in that story, decides to talk about a rock star being an asshole, or whatever his words were, for going to the porn awards and hanging out with porn stars. Now, even if you're just a normal guy or a normal person attracted to, birth women, I can't believe I have to speak like that.
Birth people, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. But
we're not doing that. We're not doing that here.
You're gonna go. And you're gonna have a good time, and you're gonna have a blast, and you're going to come home and tell your boys about it, because it's a fucking, once in a lifetime experience if you're a normie. Not if you're a Chad Gracey, that shit kind of happens. But how can you write that in an article, dude? Like, like
Rolling Stone. It wasn't People or fucking Time or something.
But what was his words? Do you remember what were his words?
I forget exactly. I didn't even read most of the damn article, because I started reading and I was like, oh, okay, here's
garbage.
I got the angle already from this guy.
Yeah. But it was like to the point of like trying to put him down for going to this awesome place, and it was just like so laughable, dude. Like, sorry he's not a geek like you, Andy. Sorry, I don't know, what is he, in love with his partner, you know what I'm saying, so much that he can't bear to see a nude person? It might fucking get over yourself, dude. Anyway, Chris, I'm gonna try and call you. Because I was trying to talk to you through this and then see if you heard me, and then you could.
Is he still able to get on?
I don't know. He just said he was having issues and to call him, so I'm just gonna call.
Call him up.
See how this works.
Yeah, because we have a standby if Chris can't get on. Bill's chomping at the bit.
Actually, Bill wants to jump on for 5 minutes. I'm gonna send him the link real quick.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, hang on, buddy. Hang the hell on, bubs. We got you. Sorry, Bill. I didn't see that 1901. All righty. But anywho,
Bill wants to talk about Rolling Stone because he's the star of that article.
I love that we could do this, by the way. And get where'd Bobby go?
I don't know.
He's there.
See Bobby's lovely face.
Bob, you fell over a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a next guest coming up, jumping in, taking over for Chris for a minute. Chris, we will get to you, buddy. I promise. You might know him as Bill Hynes, the most hated man.
Bad Bill.
That's right. Bad Bill. Bill Bad.
So if anyone wants an autographed copy, I have them. So when I first met the guys in the band, Chad Taylor would carry Rolling Stone magazines in his wheeled briefcase. If we were in a meeting with a banker or anything else, he would toss the fucking.
Yeah, he'd throw them at the people. He's like,
he would throw them at people like a douche. So I'll just hand them out. Is
that you on the cover?
Yeah, that's my friend B. Jordan. Who's Robert?
Oh, there's Z-Man. What's up, buddy?
Fuck.
You dropped into the middle of this.
Who's Robert Hayes?
What's up, Zach? What's up, Chris?
He's our producer.
What's up, Chad? How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
really
good.
What's up, Z-Man? I'm going to bounce.
Hi, John.
Yo, what up,
John? What happened to you? You look different.
They put me on temporarily until you could get your technical difficulties done.
Yeah,
A lot of technical difficulties when you're my age.
Yeah.
Chris,
Well,
give us like
you know
3
that like so I had there was this band that was playing. I don't even call it a band in Lancaster, and I was remarking to Chad Gracey. I'm like, why wouldn't they just call Chris Zelenka? He could totally sing better than whoever was attempting to try to be the lead singer in that.
All right, you guys
debacle.
blow each other on a different show. Chris,
Anyway.
Bill's gonna talk.
I've
right.
been to Chris's pad where he played. He's excellent, and his band. I got like a full-on concert. Him and his boys are pretty good, and then I'm fucking leaving the one night, and there's a fucking bear. Remember that, Chris?
Oh, shit.
I'm like,
Yeah, they're still out there.
He does live among the wildlife. He has a deer friend out there.
Yeah.
He's always feeding.
Anyway, no, there was a fucking bear. I'm like, Chris, how do you live it there? He's like, they don't bother you. I'm like,
I keep switching hats, Bill. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, hat dance.
Who
What do you
repping
hat
right
do you
there,
want?
Bill? Who you repping right there with that hat?
It's Colorado. I like Deion Sanders. I really
Oh.
do. I like them
They
ever
need
since
some bigger
the New
boys
York
on that
Yankees.
team.
What happened?
They need some bigger boys on that team.
Oh my God! Yeah, they his son's gonna die just from getting crushed. You know.
They got fast guys, but they need bigger. They need a bigger offensive line.
Hey, someone wants to say hello.
Who?
Come here,
Uh-oh. Who's there?
Let me guess.
kinfolk of Chad Gracey.
Oh,
Get out of
it's
here.
Mama.
Oh,
Hi,
whoa!
Lana. How are
Hi,
you?
Chad.
Hello, Mom.
He was talking about going to a casino, and I said, I know a guy.
Well, that's
Yeah.
where you said Chris was from.
Yeah,
Mount Airy. Right, Chris?
there you go.
Well, fortunately, I'm retired from there.
I
But
know.
that's where,
I
That's
know.
good.
Well, you're not
that's
retired.
where I, ended it. So
Hey, Mama Gracey, real quick. Was Chad a pain in the butt growing up, or was he a good kid?
He was a good kid.
come on.
Are you saying that because you're his mom, or
No,
Oh.
no, he was a good kid.
Ask him about Scott. She'll tell you he was bad.
No, Scott wasn't bad.
Scott chased people with knives.
Chad?
The
Was
worst thing I did was try to sneak out and go have sex with twins, but she foiled that.
I found out. I listened to the conversation on the
That's
phone.
right. She got on the phone.
and you didn't let him go. Come on, Mom.
I was going to sneak out at night.
Uh-huh.
She caught you.
There you go.
They were his cousins, so that's why she
Yeah.
stopped them.
Ew.
Yum yum. If you can't keep it in the pants, keep it in the family.
Exactly.
Chad, was this the lady who made us the fried with the powdered sugar?
Funnel cake?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Is this
Mama
the lady?
Gracie.
This is his mom.
Well, come on, dude.
I'm such a bad guy. His mom hates me. She's
I
tried to
know,
poison me
I
5
know.
times. She makes the best cupcakes.
I just
See,
want
you
to
got to visit.
Yeah.
You got to visit and have Lana's cupcakes.
totally.
After hearing about that funnel cake,
There's a
Dude.
studio upstairs. Your band can come anytime.
Yeah. You
I
can
was
stay
just
here,
gonna
Chris.
say that,
I can make a call. I know the owners.
okay.
So
dude. If her other stuff is half as good as the funnel cake, man, you are in for a treat. Because Mama Gracie, they were delish.
Oh,
Seriously.
that's
I'm glad you
probably
like
the
them.
lesser of
Okay.
our dishes.
she won't cook
You
with
got-
she won't cook with edible stuff in it. So she's
Oh, come on.
yeah. So there you go.
Illegal.
She won't do that.
I know.
Shit.
I can't handle
And also, as a father of 3 girls, I do not condone your Titty Tuesday thing.
Oh, okay. Well, seen her above, so
You're not rating dick pics, are you?
yeah.
Equal
Tuesday.
opportunity.
Testicle Tuesday,
I'm
dude.
even on that note.
That's
Sean,
testicles.
Bye,
Anyway,
Mom.
Testicle
I'm gonna
Tuesday.
go.
Okay, we're going to talk to Chris.
You're gonna talk to Chris. I did my job.
I muted him. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. You gotta unmute. You gotta unmute. Oh, there we go.
I did my job. I was the fluffer until Chris Zelenka arrived. Chris,
And
nice
right.
to see you.
You got me hard as a
Well-
rock, Bill. Thank you.
Hey, take care. And
Take it
hey,
easy.
if you want autographed copies of Rolling Stone, me and
How
Chad
much?
Gracey can autograph them. We're in here,
How much to get that autograph?
well, free. I got a whole bunch of copies.
Oh, I want one. I definitely want one.
Yeah.
Put
All
me
right.
down.
Michael
All right.
Michael B. Jordan might be a lot more money. Anyway, you good guys. Take
See you,
care.
Bill.
All right. So that was Bill Hynes, ladies and gentlemen.
There he is.
For Bill.
Now we got the real guest up on.
Yeah, dude.
Chris,
Hi,
what's up,
Jack.
buddy?
So can you guys hear me okay?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So how's retirement, dude? How's it treating you?
Retirement's good. You know, it's fun, man. I've just been busy riding my bike and trying to spend as much time with my wife and playing a lot of music. So, but it's fun. It's fun
That's
not working.
awesome.
It really is.
And congratulations on the marriage. And she's a beautiful girl, man. You're a lucky
Thank you.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. She's the best thing to happen to me. That's for sure.
Awesome.
How long you been married?
About 2 years and 3 months, 4 months, something like that. We're going on.
First marriage?
Yeah, it's 64 years old.
Wow, dude.
And
Right?
the thing you forget about Z-Man is that he's older than you think he is.
Yeah.
One, you look great for 64.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell made you take this plunge at 64?
You know, I quit drinking 6.5 years ago.
Right.
And that changed, you know, everything for me in my life. And I got my crap together and then found this beautiful woman. And, you know, she probably would have definitely not wanted anything with the old Z-Man, but we got a great thing.
Well, that's good.
awesome.
Dude. I was going to tell you not to do it, but I'm not going to even mess with it. It sounds like you found the real love and you guys are good. Don't mind me. I'm looking for something. So don't get
What are you
distracted.
doing?
Did you drop your edibles or what?
I did. I dropped my vape, dude.
You dropped your vape.
Uh-huh.
So don't mind me. We'll keep
No, that's okay. I'd be looking all over the floor too.
Right.
Great.
But Z-Man, I like that we're calling you Z-Man, dude. What's you have 3 bands you play with or more?
If you're still here, hit the like button, subscribe.
Bobby, lower yourself, mute it, dude. Come on, bro. You got to be on top of this as our producer. You cannot be doing that. I apologize, audience,
We're a
but
pro outfit here.
come on, man. All right,
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, I have a 90s alternative rock band called Lakini's Rooster. We've been together since 2016. The band fell apart in this year. Well, no stories like live, but I'm the only one left in the band, so I hired all new members in the band, and we're coming back out. But you know, we'll be open for Buck Cherry, Candlebox, Hinder, Dishwalla, Saying Abel, Tantric, Lit, Alien Ant Farm.
Can you get live to do that as well, man? Those are some fucking those.
Well, I had another band in 2015 called Zed Delance, which Chad Gracey came up with the name for the band Zed Delance. And that band in 2015 opened for live at the Mohegan Sun with Christian singing.
Yes,
Dude,
thanks.
That is cool as hell, man. That's cool of you to do too, Chad. That's really rock and roll.
Yeah, that was a good time.
So,
and then I have a live tribute band called Evil.
That's right. You have the t-shirt on, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
If you don't mind me to cut back to that, what was that like opening for live? Like, man.
The thing of it was, I was never really, like, when I was really young, I was really into music, but I was never talented enough to, like, I played trumpet in the band for a year, but I was a hippie, most of the time until I became a golf pro. And not that changed anything, excuse me, but long story short, I didn't really have any musical skill. But then later in life, I think like in 1998, I used to play in a garage band with my best friend, Rick Van Wy, and hanging out. And, I couldn't even really sing in front of people looking at them. I had to turn away. But as things progressed and I picked up guitar, I'm self-taught on guitar by ear only. And by 2002, I think it was, we were jamming it. And I said, guys, one day, I love that. One day I'm going to open for live. And
nice.
2015, like 13 years later, it happened.
There you go. Very cool.
I mean, you got to just,
Did you play live songs?
No, that band at the time, Zed Delance, we was an original band that we wrote, some tunes. So we played probably 4 originals and maybe 3 covers. We played Mad Seasons. I don't know what else we played. I can't remember.
Dude, that is a badass. Are those CDs behind you?
Yeah, those are all live CDs.
Yeah, man. Oh, I could tell. I didn't know if it was just maybe artwork or like.
So all the bootlegs and all kinds of stuff, right? Rarities.
Yeah, I got it. I think there's like 50 some up there. I'm trying to get more.
Wait a second. Bootlegs that Chad didn't get paid on? God damn it.
There's probably, and then this is the best thing. Look at this thing.
I'm playing. Oh,
That's my coffee. That's my
dope.
coffee table.
That's
Yeah,
right.
okay.
It's pretty
All right,
cool.
hold on. Let me see. How do I get it to so we could just see him?
Can you see my coffee table?
Yeah, looks great.
Yes. I'm trying to get it to where I could just pick you to keep the camera on. Anybody know how to do that? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just moving it around, and then here's something.
Signed guitar, nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I got another one over here. That's
Cool.
with Christian at the helm.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah.
Those rare days.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So
It would have fit in good with these days, those days, like because we're in the upside down world now. That was a little bit before the upside down world to have you know.
It's a different singer, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in the background, it's been a crazy ride watching all this stuff. It really has.
It's wild being in it.
I remember the last show in Westbury, man, in 2010.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
I'm sorry, Z-Man. Just show that stuff again. I have you pinned now. I figured it out. I'm so sorry. So
coffee.
Let me just do this real quick. So for the listening audience, because eventually it'll just be where it won't just be, but it'll be where people could also listen with just audio. Z-Man is showing a badass coffee table that he made custom, which is made out of wood and then clear glass above. Can you go back to that, Z-Man? I just want to go back to the coffee table.
It wasn't made by me. It was made by my best friend, Rick Van Wy, who's a master wood craftsman. The guy's amazing. His kids worked for Martin Guitar. His son played lead guitar in Lakini's Rooster for me for about 5 years. And then he just started another project. But that's my coffee table.
And tell them what's in it, Z-Man, because that's beautiful.
What's that?
Tell them what's in it, because it's beautiful. And
oh my God! I mean, I got tickets in there. I got some CDs in there. I have a working pass. I went on in Allentown, and my Matt Gracey. I love Matt. You know, he got me a roadie gig with Bush and what the hell was that? Our Lady Peace and you guys.
Uh-huh.
And I was a roadie for the day, and then there's the guitar again. You know.
Oh shit! So this is a signed guitar by Live?
Yeah, that's a signed electric by the Four, and then I have a that's a Gracious Few right there. Believe it or not,
nice,
dude. I'm jelly to the. Now you need a Gracious 2 signed microphone.
That's a great. And then there's the one with Shin.
Dope.
But
dude, how did you end up acquiring those guitars?
I have a lot of memorabilia. Actually, the original electric one I bought with an authenticity from someone, and then the other Gracious Few I was on stage with in 20. God, what year was it?
That was probably 2010 or 2011. I think we were out.
No, maybe 2011 in a Frada, PA. You guys did that acoustic show.
Yeah.
You brought me on stage for that song and played it with you guys. It was amazing, man.
Yeah, we would do a little acoustic breakdown section on that tour.
I miss the Gracious Few, but everybody does.
It was fun, but it was hard as fucking hell to do. But it was fun. And I'm very, very proud of the music and the record, for sure.
As you should be, dude. Like Z-Man said, man, totally missed that band. That fucking start to finish album kills. People out there, it's still able to be gotten, right? Because I know I just have it in my library.
I guess. I don't know.
Dude, do yourselves a favor and go get the Gracious Few. I think it was self-titled, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The Gracious Few album, and I promise you, start to finish, it rocks, it rolls, and it's fucking awesome, man.
I got a great hoodie in my closet somewhere, but I know it's a size too big for me. I could probably get $500 for it.
So you're a little thinner now, and you both.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
for sure.
What happened? How'd you lose the weight?
6.5 years not drinking, changed my diet, changed my lifestyle.
Wow, man.
So you went off sugar and carbs and everything, right?
Right now I'm on this anti-sugar thing really huge because going into Thanksgiving and Christmas, I know it's just going to get worse. Like when I really want to put my foot down on I put my foot down. There's one thing I can't put my foot down on though, but that's.
Dude, there's so much good stuff now. Like stevia is really good as a sugar substitute.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll get some dark chocolate, and if I really need anything, I might have like one bite of that now in the night or something. But my wife just made a bunch of cookies, and I like my cookies burnt, so she burnt some of them for me, and I even refused to take them from her. So,
oh, look at you!
See, grew up with my mom baking all the time. I'm sugar addict. I try.
No, I hear you, man. It's
try to go off of it here and there too. It's just so hard. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I know, but it's just
some people don't like it
coming on. I'm only 155 pounds, but if I get this little pooch belly, I get all freaked out. I got a bunch of shows coming up. I'm going to be ready for, ready to rock.
Well,
yes,
yeah,
sir. Fighting weight.
Yeah, right. Isn't it amazing though? Like, I mean, nobody starts off fat. Like you eat yourself to that, point. Like
you are what you eat.
Right. That's why I'm a huge pussy. Sorry. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's like I could never I gained like 10 pounds. I'm like, dude, you look horrible. Like I hate myself. I couldn't imagine if I was like 250 pounds. Like I would literally hate myself. Like I would not want to leave the house. I don't know. I mean, that's vain, but I just don't know how people do that.
Well,
I mean,
a lot of people have just hard time controlling what they're eating. For sure, it's
an addiction. Yeah. It's probably one of the.
I mean, like it's hard to control everything in life because as crazy as life is, like, Chad doesn't smoke. You do, John, I do. That's I need that to calm my ass down, or I'd be a freaking lunatic.
Right. You smoke cigarettes?
No, I quit those in 1996.
Nice, man.
Watching CBS. You know how that too was really easy. I was watching CBS Evening News and they had 20 leading ingredients, and I remember it like it was yesterday. And I heard arsenic, plutonium, and ammonia.
Whoa. Okay. Right.
But now hearing Chad say that, he thinks how crazy it is putting something that smoke into your lungs. And I was having breakfast with my best friend yesterday at this restaurant. We're just over here this conversation, and the one dude goes, and he was older than me. He goes, "Yeah, I could never put any smoke in my lungs." It kind of hits, but just hard to,
Yeah, my father was a smoker, and I used to have deal with it. He'd smoke in the house, and
I remember riding in my dad's Lincoln Continental, going to New York City and Philly, hustling clothes when I was 13, 14 years old, and he'd be huffing on his Newports or whatever the hell they were, Paul. I don't remember.
Smoking in the car, smoking in the house, and I at one point I just was like, I'm never fucking doing this. I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I'm living with it.
Gross when you're not doing it, or and it's just there. It's like the worst. Like
playing in a bar. When you go out and you're playing in a bar that, like, I refuse. I will not play solo in any kind of a bar with cigarette smoking.
We did that. Smaller places when we were playing early on, man. There was just, Jesus Christ. And then once we got a little bigger, I made a strict no smoking policy on stage. I'm like, I don't want fucking around me.
Hell yeah.
Like, especially when I was playing and huffing for air, fucking
right.
Getting my cardio in. I was like, no cigarettes.
Gracey, I got some great videos of you still on my phone of, over the last few years, being right there behind you or on side stage, like literal 30 feet or 20 feet away from you recording. And just you're a great drummer and a great dude. You really are.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You really are. I appreciate everything you've done over the years for me. All you guys.
Well, you're very welcome, man. Thank you for being such a great fan with just being there for us for so many years. Freaking awesome. I mean, he's been around for so many years.
It's so crazy cool. Because I own this. I own my own golf course in 1990 through 93. And, it was probably 93 or 92, whatever. I don't even remember what year it was when this dude showed up. It was a golf pro friend of mine, and he had this cassette, and it was Throwing Copper and listening lightning crashes. And that was with.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was going to ask how you got introduced, how you got into us.
Jeff Peach Catella, my buddy Peach. You'll never forget the people that introduced you to good music. Jeremy Bryant, a huge live fan, turned me on to Blue October in 2005. You know, Jeremy, man, he's an awesome dude. I met some really great guys, Bob Zazer, Rich Maxwell, and Jeremy, and we hung around for a bunch of years going to shows, man. We've come to my house. We've done shows in my house. We had a good run. We had a good time, man.
Great.
I miss all those people.
Yeah. We're going to have Bob on. We had Rich on a couple of weeks ago. We're going to have Bob on soon. And
Yeah, cool. I saw that.
Yeah, it's exciting to hear all these stories about fans and how they met, you know, interactions with the band and stuff like that. God,
crazy stuff. I mean, even with in the Shin era with the powder, you know, with the and going to Atlantic City and or even at Penn's Peak and Hynes plastering my face with whatever that shit was, but we all did it, man. You know.
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah. I think we would that was hard for me to I would like don't put it on my face because I don't want to breathe in fucking powder.
Yeah, right.
Dude, it's great hearing all the diva stories about Chad. You can't have smoking near, can't have powder near.
Don't put it in my face or my hands.
Jesus, dude.
Well, you know what? He's probably the most normal one of, you know, to that.
I'm busting
his shit together of, you know.
Chad, what tampons did you request for your fucking green room?
I did maxi pads, man. Come on.
Duty.
I had to cut my balls with them.
See what a duty is, dude? He doesn't even know that a maxi pad is a pad, not a tampon. That's how manly he is, dude. He doesn't even know.
Made a little cradle for my nuts. Come on now.
Yeah, come on now. So, Z-Man, when you do Evil, right? And that's the live tribute band. So that's 100% live music sets. There's nothing else.
Yeah, we have our, again, you know, the band was Lakini's Rooster and Evil were all the same bandmates for 5 years. And then we broke up and I have new bandmates. Our first show with Evil with my new band is on December 15th at Artie's in Frenchtown, New Jersey. And
you heard it, folks, get your ticket. They were ticket for sale. How do they go?
I got some, you know, there's a ticket link somewhere on either Lakini's Rooster or on Evil. If you search enough, probably on Evil, there's a link to that show. But I mean, I've got a great band together, some really talented new dudes that we're going to kill it. We've got some shows booked for next year that there's one in July that in the Poconos is going to be the biggest event going on, and we're going to be on stage for that show. And I'm not even allowed to announce it till May, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Secret. That's cool, man. Awesome.
We've got some killer shows booked for 2016. Or
do you have an agent, or how you getting gigs?
2024.
Yeah, 2024. So you have an agent, or you just work it yourself? How you?
No, man,
gigs?
I do it on myself. You know what happened is long story short, Lakini's Rooster went on a little bit of a hiatus, and then we kind of got back together. And I can't even get into the story of what happened in the last 6 months. I don't even really want to.
It'll bring up wounds.
I found new bandmates, and we turned Lakini's Rooster into an Alice in Chains project. Long story short,
nice.
And we were killing it. Our practice sessions were amazing. We really had our shit together, and unfortunately, you know, some band drama happened, and at 66 years old, I don't deal with drama anymore, man. I can't. I don't want to. I don't want nothing to do with it. I've walked away from friends and people I know this year that I've been with, and I just can't deal with that bullshit anymore.
Sure.
And I won't deal with that.
You. Hey,
unfortunately, the band.
One quick thing. Did you see Post Malone's version of Them Bones?
Yes, I did.
On Howard?
Sorry. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Anyway, sorry. I just had to mention that because we were talking about your, you know.
No, and I mean, I've worked so hard on this Alice in Chains shit the last 4 months that it was like it. But working through all that, I really worked hard on getting us gigs. I had us an unplugged gig in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. That was huge. And, you know, my band doesn't go out for cheap. We don't go out. We don't play bars for 3 hours. We go out for corporate, festival, national. I hustle my ass off to get us better gigs because that's what I want to do.
Yeah,
great.
But long story short, the Alice in Chains project fell apart. And immediately I said, I don't even know why I put it on hold the last 5 months, listening to other people changing the perspective of really what I wanted to do in my life with Lakini's Rooster. And now I've got some amazing new bandmates, Todd Gearhart on bass. I'll mention the names. Eddie Cooley on lead guitar, and Tom Knight on drums.
Nice.
And we're going to kick ass. We got some great, we have our, again, December 15th at Artie's of Frenchtown, January 6th at the Gin Mill in Northampton, April 6th at the Sherman Showcase in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. We're playing Wally Fest at Lake Wallenpaupack August 31st, which is a huge event, probably we've already did it in about 2,000 people on boats all over the shore. It's incredible.
So I know that we don't know the exact link or whatever, but where could the crowd or the audience go to see a list of your dates? Is there a website? Is there some social?
Well, Lakini's Rooster on Facebook right now, and on Instagram, lakinisrooster.com will be back up probably within another month or so. Again, this band just got together. We're working really hard. We haven't even had time to take photos and do videos or anything because we're just prepping for these shows. And unfortunately, some of us are far away, so we get together maybe once or twice a month. But we get our, everybody knows their parts and we nail it all out. So Lakini's Rooster on Facebook, and then Evil the Band on Facebook also will have all our stuff.
That's actually so in other words, I think you could do facebook.com/ it would be Evil the Band.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I apologize, John. I mean, if you punch in Evil, it'll, I'm sure it's going to come up, or if you punch in Evil the Band, it'll come up. Yeah. And then it'll have.
You know what I'll do? I'll post links on this video underneath it. So for the audience listening, once our show is over, I'll have some links to.
Yeah, and then you could go on the YouTube. Lakini's Rooster has, a bunch of videos on there and stuff. Not with our new bandmates yet, but but we're on social media.
Yeah, I just searched it up on Facebook. Just Evil the Band in the search bar comes up.
Perfect. Thank you, Chad. Thank you.
Do you remember the first time you got to meet live backstage?
Yeah, Jeremy Bryant, 2005, Reading, PA. I'll never forget it.
What do you mean by Jeremy Ryan? What does that mean?
Jeremy Bryant is a huge fan, like Rich Maxwell and Bob Zazzaro.
We got to have him on too. We got to get Jeremy on.
Yeah, Jeremy's got some deep stories. I mean, he was following the band when he was like 12 or 13 years old, or 13 years old, sneaking in the bars. He's a great dude, but I went to Reading, and we had been hanging out at different shows and stuff, and he got me a backstage pass and took me back, and man, that was incredible. I'll never forget that.
What was his connection? How did you get a pass?
Who knows, man? I don't know.
That's cool.
I don't know.
Just curious.
I don't know.
Did he tell the security guard that his mom was up there and he was with his younger brother, and then sneak up there and
have you heard John's story?
No.
So real
story,
quick,
John.
Because so Starland Ballroom, 2004, 5-ish, somewhere around there. My brother's like 11 at the time, 10, 11, and my girlfriend and mother get backstage because they're two hot chicks. And then I'm like, I figure it out. So I go up to like the security guard, to get back there. And I'm like, dude, I got my younger brother with me. My mother's up there. Can you just let us go up real quick, grab my mom so we could go home? My father's calling. He's trying to get us. He's like, I shouldn't do this, but all right, man, go ahead. So he's like, be quick, come back. But really, once I got back there, dude, I could have stayed forever and partied. But anywho, I go up there like an asshole. I'm like, my girl's name at the time was Charlotte, and my mother was Sandy. I'm like, Charlotte, Sandy, where are you? Killing the vibe, dude, completely. Like the room went silent. People were looking at me. And lo and behold, they were in a closet with Patrick and like one or two other people just greening it up. And
hilarious.
That's great.
So rather
John,
than
was that when Michael Shapiro opened that show?
Oh, Michael Shapiro, that's right. Oh my God.
I bet you he was probably the dude that opened that show because I was there.
Dude, so I was like such an idiot when it came to music at some point in my life. I used to like, because I was such a big live fan, I didn't really care about the opening band, so I would diddle around or like do whatever. And years later, come be like, oh my God, I could have had a good time and enjoyed that person, but I don't know.
Man, I got a quick story for you. It was, what year was it? 2018, 2017? Maybe you guys played at Music Fest, or I think a show in Bethlehem, or Music Fest it might have been. And we're outside doing, it was when Ed was back in the band.
Sure.
And we were outside listening to you guys doing your sound check and stuff and hearing some of the new songs. And Hynes was in there with the phone. And then he's like, Eddie made Bill turn the phone off or something like that. Because Bill was, long story short, after you guys were done, through this loudspeaker, I'm hearing this music and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I didn't even know who it was. We get into the show and all of a sudden this opener comes on and this dude name's Kobe. And guys, if you've never, Chad, you've heard him, but John, listen to this dude Kobe, man.
Colby?
Dobi.
Dude, I'll tell you the best band that opened for them that I mean, they should be big. I don't know if they really are, but they got bigger afterwards. The Alternate Roots. Chad, do you remember them?
No, I do not.
Dude. So they
opened for us
at Starland, but they did a couple times. So they've done it a couple times. It wasn't just Starland. Because I believe open for you twice. But the time I heard them and fell in love was the original time at Starland. And dude, these guys are fucking good. And then they've gotten bigger and shit over the time. Like now they got like a 9-piece band. This chick that sings, but it's real cool, like acoustic rock. The lead guitarist is phenomenal. Chad, definitely check them out. The Alternate Roots. And
I'm gonna write that down too. Hold on.
Yeah, you'll be right. Shit, man, I should have fucking their one album is it was an earlier one. I think it's called like the Brooklyn Sessions, but it's acoustic and it's just badass start to finish.
The New York based band or something?
I guess so, right? Because you used to have like some local bands open up for, like, if you had like two bands open, like one was local usually.
Is it Roots, like ROTS? ROUTS.
Yeah.
UTES, yeah.
Yes, sir. The
alternate routes.
Routes, my bad.
I mean, I don't know. Call it Roots, routes.
I think you could probably do it either way. Yeah. Roots, routes. Oh, you might not. Yeah, huh? Well, it doesn't matter. It seems like on Apple Music they don't have that one that I'm talking about. But start off with the album. Ba-bum. Get the motherfucker out of here. Compilations now. Good and Reckless and True, the Alternate Roots. Start with that album, dude. The Good and Reckless and True. You guys will not be really cool. Anywho, did what made you pick Live to be a cover band of? Because not only are there, instruments fucking banging to play, but their lead singer's kind of got a unique voice that's kind of hard to match.
I mean, I'm not gonna toot my horn, but I mean, I busted my ass trying to sing like Ed Kowalczyk.
Yeah.
I worked hard on his vocals, and I mean, I remember playing a show at the Ardmore Theater in Philadelphia, or near Philly, with a Super Unknown, a Chris Cornell tribute band that is amazing from Philadelphia. Super Unknown, amazing. You'll never hear a better Chris Cornell tribute band. And we played a show with them in the Ardmore. Long story short, I remember them coming up, or people coming up afterwards and saying, "Hey, we really thought Ed Kowalczyk was singing for you guys," And I've heard it numerous times. I've heard, and it's something I've worked really hard on. So
yeah. Do you mind if we play a video of you doing? Doing
I
some
mean, you can go on, YouTube, and if you want to see Lucchini's Rooster, you're going to find All Over You. We opened for Hinder a couple 6 months ago or something. That was our opening song.
Get the hell out of here. You opened up for them.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Dude, you might want to.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, John, the greatest band, not the greatest band besides Live, but the other great band. I mean, Kevin Martin from Camelbox. I've opened for, a bunch of times for him. He's the greatest guy. I love him too,
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes.
He really is.
But he seems like a cool dude. Just no ego to him.
No.
He's the most lead singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
That I
he'll
know
walk
anyway.
into the bar and he'll talk to everybody.
Yeah.
right.
Everybody.
And man, can he sing, dude. The pipes on that guy, like, he really reminds me of like the upgraded like 80s hair band singer, if that makes sense to you. Like the new 2.0 version of that. He's got some of that that I don't know, that 80s rock to him.
Hardest guy to try to sing, to replicate his music.
Because
Hardest guy.
Range. It's up there.
Hardest guy.
Comes in angry young man.
Hey, John, the other thing is Lucchini's Rooster, I took him to studio 210 and we stayed overnight. We recorded Lightning Crashes in the studio. That's on Lucchini's Rooster YouTube page. That was an amazing experience. We stayed overnight, and it was a blast.
Apparently, did you do a Lucchini's Juice or something? Because I'm hearing Lucchini's Juice is coming, or maybe he meant Lucchini's Rooster. But something.
Well, yeah, there's stuff all over on YouTube.
Yeah, we're just gonna play a little bit of it so the audience can hear, and then check.
Hopefully you picked a good one.
Yeah. Well, hopefully my producer knows and kind of checked a couple and kind of like made a.
Well, the first one that comes up, All Over You, is pretty good. Or our cover that we did of Lightning Crashes on there. I didn't like the way it came out recorded wise, but
let's see what he's got. Is this something good?
Yeah, that's that opening for Buck Cherry, Lit and Alien Ant Farm. Might be all right.
Oh, that's right. He for some reason doesn't have volume when he does that. Bobby, copy that link and send it to me in the chat. And do it like you know what you're doing. Copy the link and send it to me in chat. Nice.
The kids all good, Chad?
Yes, sir. Yep. They're at school right now. I dropped them off wearing my Michael Myers mask, and I'm going to pick them up like that. The girls, at least. So,
I saw that. That was scary.
My son's laughing at me. He's like, dude, what are you doing? He just turned 14.
How old is he now?
He just turned 14.
Wow.
So, but he's taller than me now.
Dang.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, I have 3 kids now all of a sudden.
I know, yeah. I saw like stepkids. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. How you liking that?
I love it. It's really cool, because it's something I didn't experience in my whole life that I really wanted to. And, like with my golf career of 43 years being a golf pro, and just overtook my whole life. And I never made time that I should have until I got my shit together. And I love it, man. I love it. I'm going to teach my 16-year-old stepson, Aiden, to play golf next year. I'm really excited for him.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So he's 16. How old are the other ones?
Then we have a 19-year-old, Alexandra, just went to Westchester University. Yes. And then the oldest one, Andrew, is just a hardworking, good, great young man. And they're all 3 are just really great kids.
Very cool. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's super. It's awesome.
Yeah, you got to skip the baby stuff.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, if you are prepared, we have
oh God.
we have Mr. Z-Man, as they call him, Chris Zelenka. And
what happened to the audio?
Uh-oh.
There you are.
You're on. John, no audio. You're muted.
Okay.
There you are.
Back. Okay. Is Evil or Lakini's Rooster? Lakini's Rooster.
Lakini's Rooster and Evil. It's the same band, really. We're just covering.
But which one is this?
That day when we did the Buck Cherry lit an alien ant farm, we were Lakini's Rooster.
Gotcha. All right, guys. So let's check some stuff out, and we are doing what song?
Like Lightning Crashes.
Sounds like Lightning Crashes. I probably have the lyrics up on this too. Now I know.
I want just anybody who's doing algorithm to know that this is not the original. This is a cover. We're making no money off it, so don't fuck with us and take us. Damn, dude. What is on your? You hurt your arm?
Yeah, I got one arm's elbows fucked up.
Wow. But just off the bat, dude, this is fucking cool, man. And you kind of look like him too. Was that something you were going for, or did that just happen?
You know what happened was, like, I lived in Atlantic City for a bunch of years as a golf pro. I was hanging out down there. And when I moved back to Pennsylvania in the 90s or whatever, and then I remember like it was yesterday. It was 1999. I was working at the Whitetail Golf Club, and it was the one show I went to, and all of a sudden Kowalczyk cut his hair, and I was holding on to scraps on the side of my head and a couple pieces up top.
Right.
And I remember after that show, I came home and I shaved my head, and I never looked back because I wore a baseball cap all the time. I was so embarrassed of my head.
Oh,
but
wow.
Ed changed all that.
Isn't that cool that just one thing could totally, change, your perception, and then probably other people's.
Yeah, I mean,
which is cool. But anyway, back to it. Let's go. All right, dude, this is where I judge everything. Is on this.
Absolutely.
All right.
No pressure.
Wow, you fucking nailed it, dude.
Except for the lyric, but I probably messed up one lyric.
Well, fuck him. It's just the that part is like, killed it.
I cover that song more than any song. I play 15 times a month.
I was just gonna say, this goes to both you and Chad. Do you get sick of playing a song? Let me start with Chad because he's playing mostly his original stuff. Do you get tired of playing a song since you guys play it so often?
No, never got tired of it.
Gotcha.
It's always fun. I actually loathe bands when they go out and they don't play their hit. Like we were on tour with I don't loathe it, but I dislike it. Like we were on tour with Counting Crows, and sometimes they wouldn't play Mr. Jones. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, come on. You gotta play Mr. Jones.
The great thing is they're your own song, so that makes a total difference than
I was just gonna say,
I got to sit there and cover Dylan knocking on heaven doors certain nights because of the crowd in front of me. And I just like, oh God, like, or can't you see? Like, I'm so sick of playing those songs. But yeah.
Right. What live song are you sick of playing? And don't say none because he's on here. Let me hear.
What was that?
I said, what live song are you sick of playing? And don't say none just because Chad's on here.
Well, I mean, you know, like I play the only song I play when I play acoustic solo is Lightning Crashes. If people are in the crowd and they come up, which happens a lot to me, and you know, I can see them reacting to Lightning Crashes. I can see they're live fans, and then they might come up and say something. Then I'll get into like Pain Lies on the Riverside, or you know, all over you acoustic, or I Alone acoustic, or something like that. You know, I'll get into a little run based on if I see energy in the crowd, that if people are to react into Lightning Crashes.
Word. So I'm going to say that Lightning Crashes maybe gets a little tiresome for you since you play it at every show, including acoustic.
It gets tired for me in a way, but I'll never get tired of the reaction I get from the crowd from it.
Word. That makes sense. But back to it. So I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I am going to get to chorus and when the drums come in, because I got a question for Chad. The second part I judge on coming up right now. Yes, nailed it again, dude.
Thank you, man.
Chad, for you, when you hear those drums come in, do you just like fucking see yourself behind the kit and you just want to start rocking?
No.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
He has a completely different interpretation of it. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And I'm gonna say this, Z-Man, you are flubbing some lyrics, brah.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was that was in 2018, and you know, I wasn't paying attention as much as I should. Now I don't scrub the lyrics to Lightning Crashes anymore. I don't.
In 2018, you were just getting sober, so you weren't your self yet.
Well, you know, at that particular show, I think I was only maybe, I don't even know.
Right. Early.
Yeah, you know, it was actually it was early into that. It was probably only 4 months afterwards. So it was
right. So you weren't yourself yet.
No, actually, yeah, I don't know. I can't even remember time frames anymore. Don't mind me. But
I start basing
when you're
that before COVID or after. So BC or fucking
that was before COVID.
Right. No, I know. I'm just saying that's my stupid way of like looking
at I like that.
No.
I like that.
Yeah, all tragedies. Okay, so that was before COVID. Now, was it before 9/11 or after 9/11? And then, okay, you know, because you could
important milestones.
Totally. But so yeah, everybody, that's Lakini's Rooster. You can hear they fucking rock it. Yeah, sounds great, dude. I've seen a lot of cover bands out there. They don't sound nearly as good. And then, you know, the singer's always way different. And like you said, Chad, it's different phrasing, whatever, but it's your own take on his you know, vocals, but in the same range, which is cool.
Oh yes.
What's your, I know they're both the same band, but Lakini's Rooster has got to be where you have a little bit more freedom to pick songs because it's just not all live songs.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do Alice in Chain, we'll do Man in the Box Wood, we'll do STP, we'll do some Pearl Jam, we'll do Bush, we'll do, Our Lady Peace. We'll do, the Zombies.
I think Eddie Vedder is an underrated like singer musician. I think he's way more. I mean, I know that they, their fans appreciate them, pros and fan, but I don't think the music community as a whole appreciates Eddie Vedder for like as good as he is. Anybody agree?
I mean, I agree. I don't know if he's underrated. I mean, he's pretty famous individual.
Well, I mean, like in other words, his fans appreciate him and stuff, but you never hear him spoken about as like what a great songwriter, what a great singer, what a great guitarist, and he really is great at all of those things.
I mean, I agree. But he's he does his own solo stuff and he does really well. I mean, I just think he's they're such a band. Like Pearl Jam's such a band. Like, yeah, I think they write everything together and. Obviously, I guess Eddie writes all the lyrics. I'm not sure, but
yeah,
I think so. I think he's, it's kind of like James Hetfield in Metallica. Like it's the band. It's what it's all about.
Right, right. Well, I heard that so the first album, 10, they had the music. He just came and wrote his lyrics over.
I had heard that too. Yeah.
Versus, I heard that it was a band collaboration, but I heard Vitalogy was him writing everything. Don't quote me, but I believe that's what I heard. Don't quote me.
Not sure.
Yeah, his solo stuff is great, but the last album he put out where it was fucking called like ukulele songs, like, come on, dude. That is pretentious in my eyes. Like, you might as well come out fucking, yeah, you might as well have fucking Spoon songs in your follow-up. Sounds horrible, by the way. Every song sounds the same. There's not much you can do on a ukulele. What is there? 4 strings, and it sounds like bring, 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 bring. Like, it just sounds like, it's not a great instrument that
I won't give that a listen to.
Don't. Well, check it just so you can see like that I'm not off on this. Like I'm kind of hitting the mark. Anywho, so you've been backstage, you've met the band, you've got to open for the band. There's not much left to do except like get on an album.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
know. You got to try and get on a live album. It doesn't sound like you're campaigning too hard for it, though.
Yeah. If anybody, I would, first of all, I try not to get into the negativity or the whole thing with the band because it's not my business.
Right.
And LSD, Lana, Stephanie, and Dorinda, I've had some great experiences with them and I love them all too. And to see them apart in.
Who's that?
It sucks.
Who's Lana, Stephanie, and Dorinda?
The moms.
The moms. The moms, except Ed's mom. Yeah, so it's Patrick's mom, Chad's mom, Chad Taylor's mom, and Chad Gracey's mom. They were LSD in the last few years before, all the shit went down. The 3 of them were at all the shows, and it was a great thing. I
love that you call them LSD. That's fucking
they called themselves LSD.
Yes.
And they had some T-shirts and stuff, but like if somebody needed me to come sing a couple songs or do something for whatever situation, I would never turn an opportunity like that down. But
yeah, I mean, why would you?
No, absolutely not.
Good. So Z-Man, do you have an idea where you want to take this music career? Like, is this what you like? Would you like to be in a famous band that's doing originals, or is this kind of how you want to do it? Is like, where you a job to make money, but you're not becoming a millionaire, famous rock star?
I just retired from 43 years as a PGA golf pro at a club. I've been a club pro my whole life, and that was my career. Now that I'm retired, and recently married, my goal is to spend as much time with my wife. Number one, music, she lets me do whatever I want to do with music. That's the great thing about her and our relationship is I can do whatever I want. if something came along that there was an opportunity that somebody needed something and it was right, then I would probably jump in on it. But at 66 years old, I don't see that happening anymore, unfortunately. So I just work on being positive and doing what I love for me and my, and my bandmates to make everybody happy.
Rock
Very
on.
cool.
I'm just gonna say, with that attitude, yeah, it will never happen. You got to put it in the universe, dude. 66.
Well,
of course, I could do this.
I put it in the universe to open for live, and I did that. And then John, real quick, I'm gonna flip my phone over, and these are the bands that we've opened for, that I've opened for since 2015.
Oh, cool.
Tell me if you could say it.
Yes.
Candlebox. There you go.
Right, Candlebox.
Warrant. Live. Fuck Cherry. Hold on. What's that song? Put your fuck so good I'm on top of it. I said, hey, what is it? You know it?
Top it, fuck so nice, or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't cover Buck Cherry. Sponge.
The Verve, sick, dude.
The Verve Pipe.
Verve Pipe. Well, they're the ones who do
Freshman.
Yes, we were nearly freshmen.
LA Guns, they just lost their drummer, God rest his soul.
Oof.
Trapped, DeLorean.
Sick.
AAF, Alien Ant Farm.
Oh, no way.
Trick. What's that?
I said, no way. Alien Ant Farm's banging, dude. They should be big. But,
Tantric, Puddle of Mud. Hinder. Dishwalla. Saving Abel.
Wow, dude. That is sick. That's a lot of bands. All right. So Chad, if you gotta split out now, I'm saying goodbye. Chris, thank you so much for coming on. Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, the only thing I want to plug, I want to thank both of you for giving me the opportunity. Chad, for taking the time and listening to everything I had to say. And, I appreciate it. And, we didn't really get to hear much of you today, and that kind of sucks because
we're having you back on, man. It's all good.
No, I appreciate
you. Got questions to ask. My bad. We'll get you on again for sure.
I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you too, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Well, the band Lakini's Rooster, you know where to find them. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Right. Thank you, buddy. And we are the Gracious Two, left alone. All right, Chad. Anything you got to tell the audience?
Happy Halloween. Have a good time tonight.
Happy Halloween. Did you go out on mischief night? Chad.
Going out.
He's going out tonight. Is his mischief night?
Well, I'm taking the kids out trick or treating. That's going out.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We are the Gracious Few, putting the shit in bullshit.
Later.